Hi guys, so according to my software, it says that I am now live. If you can hear me, if you can say um, aloha in the comments, then that'd be really good so that I know whether you can hear me or not. And then I'll explain to you why I'm online if you can hear me. So this is only going to be a short. None of you have said aloha yet, so I don't know whether anyone's listening to me at all. Wow, there's 8 viewers. You are. Yay! King 2 Slayer says aloha. Brilliant. Okay. So, hi CJ Boyce in Canada. So we've got 8 viewers because, of course, this wasn't a planned live stream. This is purely for me to test the microphone. Okay, so you're saying that I'm getting a lot of static noise. So what this really is this is a technical test. So there's a lot of static noise in the background. Right, okay, I'm going to see what I can do about that. So let's see. Let's go into my audio and turn this down. Right, so I'm going to keep talking, blah, 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 and I want you to let me know how the audio is sounding at your end. Is this any better? Can you hear me? Can you hear me any better now? Right, so so the 60 viewers now are there. It says I've only got 8 viewers here, but anyway, that's great if there's more than that. So I've turned down the decibel rating. So the reason I'm doing this is because I got a new microphone. Okay, so I'm quieter than before, and so is the static. How's the okay? Leonidas says that the audio is perfect now. The buzzing's still there, still static. Okay, I don't know what I can do about that. Maybe it's because it's too close to the. Sometimes you get static when. Let's see if that works any better. Has the static gone now? No, down now. Right, so I think it might be simply because the microphone was next to the. Yeah, everything is quieter. So I've turned down the decibel rating on the microphone. So unfortunately, this OBS software, which I've ranted about before, it's not loud enough. Right, okay. So the static's less. So the static was perhaps because of how close the microphone was to the laptop. So let's turn up the volume back on the microphone again. So for some reason, OBS software, I found other people ranting about the same thing online. So that's the streaming software that you have to use in order to live stream on YouTube. I mean, you can use other software as well, but OBS is quite a popular one. So hopefully the volume should be going up on what you're hearing from me now, but I don't know whether the static will also be going up. Probably it will. Yeah, so for some reason the OBS streaming software doesn't like external mics, but the problem is the built-in mic on my laptop is not very loud. So let's see. Oh, I know. Hold on. Let's turn off that speaker. Right. Let's see. Is this any better now? So I should have turned the volume up on the speaker, and hopefully, because I've moved the microphone away from the laptop and I turned my other speakers on my other computer down. Aha. So Nikolaus Hauser says it's perfect now. I only hope that it's a bit better. Brilliant. Okay, still a bit. Swords but no lance. Indeed, I can't fit lances in here, I'm afraid. Tota Kaka. What does Tota Kaka mean? That sounds like total crap if I translate that. But anyway, Toto Kata. I can hear still. Okay, so sorry about the static. It's supposed to be a decent microphone. I'm going to blame the streaming software largely. But yeah, for some reason this streaming, it's gotten worse, says Benel. Oh no. A bit more static. The static's low. So I don't know what to do because I've got to turn the There's a buzzing sound. Okay, I'll try turning it back down again then. The problem is that I have to turn the volume on the microphone up on the streaming software in order for you to hear me at all. And I've tried this with 2 different external mics, so let's turn that right the way down to 18 decibels. Right, let's see if that's any better. How's that? Can you hear me? Are my cables connected properly? Well, it's just a USB cable, so I can't really connect it over your... There's one cable and it goes into the USB port. Try a helmet. What is this mic? Well, you can see the mic here. It's a Tonor mic that I bought off Amazon the other day. So theoretically, it's supposed to be a fairly decent mic. It's not the most expensive in the world, but it's about £50. So it should be better than what I was using before. But maybe I'll try moving it closer to my face. That's a bit of a horrific proposition. There we go. Anyway. Yes, no, it's not. No difference. Small static and you're quiet. Oh god. A gain setting or only volume. The static is vibrant low but constant. Thierry says the static's almost gone. Buzzing went away when you picked up the mic. Huh? Really? So how's that? Does that sound better if I do that? If I just move it much closer to my face? So I'll keep holding it like this for a time and see if that works any better. Ah, okay, so it needs to be really close to me. Okay, so it needs to be further away from the laptop and right near my face. That's very interesting. Okay, well, we've learned something. How's the volume now? Is the volume good? Okay, well, there we go. So there's less buzzing now. I think that it's buzzing because it's near other electronic devices, so I need to keep the mic up nearer to me. Brilliant. It seems to be universal. Everyone's saying it's much better now. So I did see that while I was chatting away about a microphone, I did see that... so Sam Bush, thank you very much for your super chat. Greetings from Melbourne, Australia. What time is it in Melbourne at the moment? I can't even imagine. What's it like at night time? About 10 o'clock at night? Something like that? Good. Okay, so I need to find a way to put this microphone so it's closer to me. What about if I have it on my crotch? That's kind of weird. Okay, I'll need to think about how I lay things out in here so I can get it closer to me. Is it any better how is it if I put it there? There we go. If I move closer to the microphone and move my laptop a bit over here. There we go. Is that any better? If I've because I can't just hold the microphone the whole time. I need my hands for stuff. I need a boom. I need a boom guy. Are you volunteering, Thierry? So yeah, 100 plus viewers for an audio check. Yeah, I know. I feel a bit guilty about this, but I thought there's no other reliable way, except for when I'm doing a planned live stream. There's no other reliable way for me to do an audio check for what it actually sounds like for you guys without actually just doing a live stream. So anyway, there we go. What am I doing today? So I'm desperately trying to catch up with work. As you guys know, I'm only getting about half of my available work time at the moment because I'm having to look after kids all the time, but nursery's reopening next week, so hurrah! I won't have to spend half my day holding a baby, and I can get back to doing a little bit more work. So tie it to a lance. I can't fit a lance in my study. Yeah, so what have I been up to? Lots of stuff. I had some swords arrive yesterday, actually, which are going to be reviewed, and they are something that's really quite different from my channel. So I've only ever really looked at a couple of Chinese swords on my channel before, not Chinese made but Chinese style, traditional Chinese swords. I've had one antique Dao from the 19th century, sort of Boxer Rebellion actually, probably, so end of the 19th century, and I've had the Dynasty Forge Jan. Or I understand that Jan is supposed to be said differently from that. So if you know how I should be pronouncing Jan more correctly, please jump in. But I've got some other Chinese swords that have turned up from TK Chen, so I'm going to be reviewing those. I'll give you a quick glimpse of one because I don't want to blow my load before it's due. But of the three that have arrived, this is probably my favourite one. So it is a long, really nice blade Jan, and it's pattern welded blade, nice scabbard, and it's modelled on one from what would be our kind of Roman era, so it's basically 2,000-year-old design. It's modelled on one in a museum. What the hell, I'll give you a quick glimpse of one of the other ones as well. Here's another one. So this is a sabre, so this is a single-edged one, and this is a sort of early version of the Dao. But I will be reviewing these in due course. But what's most interesting about these swords is that they are modelled on actual museum examples. They're not, they're not the typical kind of 19th century or 18th, 19th century style Jan and Dao that you normally find replicated as far as Chinese swords are concerned. They are 2,000-year-old, 1,500 to 2,000-year-old styles of swords replicated. Yes, they'll be getting full review in due course, I'm gonna I'm gonna have a quick look up the comments here to see if there's anything I should be answering quickly. But this is only a quick sound test, so I am going to log off in a minute, I'm afraid, because I've got more work to do. I'm desperately trying to catch up with work before it's my turn to take over with the kids, because they're with Lucy at the moment. So so I'm sorry about the static. I don't really know what to do about the static. I suspect it's because the mic is near other electronic devices, but they're always going to be, aren't they? But I guess if I put my face closer to the microphone like this, then it probably helps drown out whatever background static there is. Do you have electrical tape? Any loose wires in the room? Not that I'm aware. I mean, I do have electrical tape, but I'm not aware of any loose wires. I hope there's no loose wires. It's good that everyone's giving feedback that the mic works better when it's nearer to me. When I hold it up really close, if I talk to it like this, but then I look like some kind of 1940s news announcer. The buzzing went away. Hi Matt. Hi Rebecca, how are you? Right, let's see. Basically all the comments about the microphone, which is actually exactly what I was looking for. So thank you very much for your feedback on this. It's been really useful to know what's actually working the best. And it's good. I'm really sorry. I have a tendency to shout. And I think it's because for years I had my old camcorder and I had to talk really loudly to get the sound reasonable. And as I've switched to better microphones, I'm still shouting. So I'm sorry if you ever have to turn the volume down when you come onto my videos, because I'm too loud. I need to look at the settings, I'm sure. Right, okay. Lots of microphone advice here. You guys, I didn't know that I had such a crew of technical experts watching my channel, but this is very useful information. I'm not totally hopeless with technology, but you know how many years it took me to move around to actually editing things. Hi from Dallas, Texas. Hi, Dallas, Texas. I admire Texas a lot for your laws and sense of liberty, which we don't have in the UK, but that's the end of that political rant. The buzzing's back a little bit, but not much. Oh no, I don't know what I did that increased the buzzing. A bit more static again. That's really weird. I don't know why that would be, but there we go. Right. Korpenflieger says that with enough force you can get a lance in anywhere. The thing is, whilst that's true, it may not be appreciated, and you want your lance to be appreciated, not just forced. 55 days at Peking. Yes, is that a Boxer Rebellion reference? I guess to the swords I was talking about. Thank you for complimenting me on my fine rack. I appreciate it. What do I think about Damian Solovsky's swords? They're freaking beautiful, and I really wish I owned several. But I can't. I won't say I can't afford them, because obviously technically I could afford them. I own a house and a car, so I could sell things to buy them, but I don't feel justified in spending that much money on swords at the moment. That, you know, Albion, they make Albions seem cheap. So, you know, and I'm not saying that that's wrong. You should charge whatever you can get for your work, and a lot of work and expertise goes into making them, but I just personally can't justify spending that much money on non-antique swords that I probably wouldn't be able to sell if I needed the money. Can I be quiet with the mic near my face, fantasy fan? Okay, I'll talk more quietly now that it's, so now shouting actually makes your videos easier to listen to. Oh, well, that's useful to know. So get some electrical tape and strap your ears back. With extra streamlining on your bonds, it might make the audio pick up. Yes, yeah. And Matt, did you read up on chariots? No, I'm afraid I didn't. But right, if I turn my live stream into a drinking game, then no one will give a damn about good static. That is a very good point. Right, okay, what do I know about Caucasian or Georgian swords? A bit, but that's probably a topic for another video. So, right, I'm just looking up. Right, Pavel, good to see you. Sounds good. The static might be due to the connector. Could be. I don't know, because I've not got a lot of choice about the connector. Right, okay. Thank you very, very much for helping me with the audio issues. Hopefully this is this better to what it was when I did the live streams before? I got the impression that when I was doing the live streams before just with the built-in microphone on the laptop that I was too quiet. It would be useful to know whether that is the case. Can you hear me more clearly now than you did in the other live streams? Because if you can't, then I spent £50 for nothing. Okay, Jojo Gergo, sorry, I don't know how to say your name. The new mic sounding great. Okay, that is good to hear. Do you ever worry about the growing technological power of Matt Weston? Who's Matt Weston? I don't know who Matt Weston is. Kezen from the USA, hey, how's it going? Those Jans look really thin for such an old design, but they're modelled on originals. They're literally one-to-one replicas of ones from museums. And these guys have sent me photographs from these Chinese collections showing... okay, it's good. So you're all saying that the sound is better than it was on the other live streams. It's louder and better overall. So that's, you know, I guess that's one achievement unlocked. Good. If you can hear me more clearly, if there's a little bit of static in the background, I don't know. I'll see if there's anything I can do about that. But good. It sounds like this is a positive. It looks like we've passed with, if not flying colours, at least with we've passed with an 8 out of 10. That's really good to hear. Good. Okay, does the wall make a Faraday cage? Now there's a question. I honestly don't know. I haven't been hit by lightning yet, so I'll try and arrange that for you. Now go babysit. Yeah, I actually have to in an hour, so I'm going to have to log off from now. Hi from France. Hi, I hope it's all going good there, and you've got as nice weather as we have. You've probably got nicer, you usually do. Yeah, I'm going to have to sign off now, but thank you very much for joining. It's been super useful. So I now know that with this setup, and with the balances that I've set now, thanks to your feedback, I know that I can go into the next planned live stream, which I will announce. I don't know whether it will just be with me or me and Lucy. It might just be with me this time. I know I can go into that with hopefully better audio than I did with the last couple. So we've passed with a solid B. Thanks. Good. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. I've got a video being published later today, actually, talking about replicating of swords and anyway, I hope that'll be interesting, but it's mostly for sword makers, but probably interesting for you as well. So anyway, there'll be a public channel video going up later today. I'll see you in that, and I'll see you back here for a live stream really, really soon. Thank you very much for joining. I am now going to sign off. Cheers, folks.